I'll admit it. I was an idiot. I was completely oblivious to something that was right in front of my face for many years. And I'm not afraid to admit that. Let me talk to you quickly about a game that you've probably seen on my channel before, streaming a couple times. RuneScape. I have played this game for over 8 years, maybe even longer now. And all this time, I never actually noticed how atrociously monetized this game actually is. The only thing that I knew when playing the game for the longest time was just the membership, which is this free to play where you do a few things in the game, access to certain quests and some skills, and then the membership you get access to the whole rest of the game for the monthly subscription. That's the only model of monetization I was familiar with. But little did I know that starting in 2012, more of them kept getting added into the game, and nowadays it is just so bad. It was in my face the whole time, but I never really actually noticed it or knew about what it was doing until very recently with certain news articles and stuff. The membership isn't the only way RuneScape monetizes its game. Even on their own webpage for the game, under the shop tab, there is currently, for the game, 6 different ways the game is monetized. You heard me right. 6 different ways. Oh boy. This whole thing right here pretty much explains it all. You have your basic membership. You have your treasure hunter, which is the loot box system. You have your bonds, which is you pretty much pay real life money for these little orb things to literally trade for currency in the game with other players. So you're pretty much paying for real money. You have Solomon's Store, which is you spend real money on another currency, rune coins, to buy cosmetics and bank upgrades, which I admit I fucking stupidly did twice, like 5 or 6 years ago, because I was too stupid to know what monetization was until now. Yes, I fucked up. Go ahead and yell at me in the comments. Oh, and you have the loyalty program, which you can only benefit from getting the RuneScape membership. So that doesn't necessarily count as a monetization, but there's more than that. There's Rune Metrics Pro, which is another monthly subscription, just to see all of your stats in the game. Because of course that can't be free. They have to lock that behind a fucking paywall too. And of course, to top it all off, a season pass. Or Rune Pass, as they call it. Jesus fucking Christ. And I thought EA was bad. Does there really need to be that many ways to fuck players over? Holy shit. And I was oblivious to pretty much everything but the membership. I played Treasure Hunter but only did the free keys. Thank God my gambling addiction didn't make me spend real money on that crap, because that could have been ugly. There has been somebody who has spent over $62,000 on this game, and now I can see the reason why. I mean, good lord. This is not necessary. What? I thought that the whole membership thing was enough. And to make matters even worse, the description back when I started, yeah, it was many years ago, maybe $4.99 a month. It's like $11.50 a month now. And of course, me being fucking stupid, like, I think I paid a year of membership without even fucking realizing it. So yeah, there goes $100 down the drain, which I thought I canceled it, but apparently it renewed itself anyway. So I fucked myself there. And they're pretty much like, yeah, check out this dumbass. We just made a quick 120 because he didn't check his account. Yeah, it's pretty much like that. But still, like, really, you have 2 different monthly subscriptions, fucking Rune Pass, and loot boxes, cosmetic store. I mean, Jesus Christ, is this where EA gets all of their ideas from? Because to be fair, RuneScape started their monetization bullshit, like I mentioned, in 2012. And this was well before all the other loot boxes and all the other bullshit. This was like just starting in certain titles. And it didn't blow up to what it is now until like maybe a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago. But damn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna side with most of the enraged community on this one, especially after learning about the poor person that has been suckered into spending 62K on this fucking game. The game is decent, but even doing my research, I've noticed that they're spending more time promoting fucking their loot box treasure hunter game than actually putting in updates for the main RuneScape 3 game that they should be. And of course, just of course, when you know dumb motherfuckers are gonna spend money in the game just because they can't help it, why not keep shoving that monetization shit in their face? Being ethical just isn't the thing anymore. It really isn't. Well, I think I'm just gonna go back to playing fucking Pokemon Go or something and not spend money on it. At least in that game, I can actually hang out with my friends, walk around town, and shoot the shit and shoot some Pokeballs and whatever at Pokemon. That sounded wrong. I'm leaving that in there. But still, at least I can have fun in that game for free and get some exercise, blah blah blah, and actually enjoy myself. I mean, especially going up to 11.50 a month, that's ridiculous. There is a lot of game content, but I don't see myself spending like, I mean, especially for the whole year. That's good. Oh God, I mean, it's over $100, like pushing 150 almost. No thanks. I just can't do it anymore. I mean, old school RuneScape is fun. Regular RuneScape actually is enjoyable too. But especially when I notice that they freaking nerf some of the shit that I like in the game with the whole animal farm, and then all of a sudden now Treasure Hunter is like hinting that they're gonna have shit for the animal farm in the fucking game. Yeah, no thanks. I see exactly where you're going with that, and you can piss right off. I'm gonna be done with RuneScape for a while, if maybe forever. Who knows? I'm gonna cancel my subscription with them this time for real, and I'm just going to walk away from that because coming from someone that has a gambling problem and is still recovering from it, I can't. I just can't. Especially with the whole freaking in your face treasure hunter promotions every single day. Because, yeah, I've noticed that the past couple of months when I've been playing, how it's literally popping up in your fucking face every time you log in. Gee, I wonder why. Right next to frickin' the Solomon store, which is more monetization. Like, I'm done. I'm done. It's just another game I have to push aside, along with freaking Crash Team Racing, because I just hate any game with fucking monetization in it like that. I don't like it. I hate it. And this is the reason why I still have a PlayStation 2, and nothing more than that. Because it reminds me of the good old days when games didn't have this bullshit in it. It was just a simpler time where you just bought a game off the shelf, and that was that. You got what you paid for, and 9 times out of 10, it was good. It's not about the games anymore. To be honest, it's less about the art of making games now, and it's more about the business side of things with making money. I mean, the scale just completely went the other way, and it's just not. It's a shame. It really is. Well, I will look for other stuff to do, probably, or make more videos, maybe, I guess. But I needed to get this. I definitely needed to get this off my chest because I feel like such a dumbass for not realizing this years ago. And anyone that still plays RuneScape still, like, please enjoy the game as much as you can. But it's just when advertisements and monetization schemes are constantly shoved in my face, it just makes me feel freaking enraged and uncomfortable, and I hate it. I just can't do it. So that is all for that. It's a shame that I have to give up yet another game that I like to play, but it's for the better because I just now it just every time I think about this game now this shit pops in my head and I get very pissed. I really do because just imagine where all that effort could be going if it weren't in the whole business side of things. I mean, I understand, but at the same time, there should be some sort of ethical limit, but there never is. Well, I guess that's it then. This dumbass here is going to find something way better to do, possibly more valuable as well. I'm going to buy another Dragonite plush.